Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to this evening's traffic training. We are going to be talking about a little bit more of what we talked about last night on Tuesday. Actually, last night, which is my Tuesday call, and I want to get into a little bit of the summit method. Of course, if you have any questions with respect to traffic, I want to answer your questions first. And barring any questions that you might have, I'm going to get into kind of what I have. Now, I don't have slides prepared, but I am going to be sharing my screen with you tonight. And we are going to just talk about some of those areas that we talked about with respect to the summit method. And I did get a question from my friend Carol. And Carol, if you are watching, she asked me to cover this on the call. And so I'm going to kind of go through this. Her question was, I talked about last night that you want to take your PLR and you want to create downloadable resources, and you want to create more than one. You want to create as many as you have chapters, and that you want to have each one going to a different capture page, and then maybe even having each one go to a different list. Now, the reason I said that is because based on the way that the person opts in, they have a general interest in the subject matter that you're putting together the download for. But when you have them opt in, you are going to have them opt in based on one or many different opt-ins or resources that you created with the PLR. And depending on what that resource is, you can actually market to that person differently, right? So you want to kind of keep that in mind. So Carol, if you're watching, or if you're not, you might not be able to be here, but if you're watching, that is really the reason why I say that you want to have the person have each person come to a different capture page, and you want them to go to a different list. Because even if, let's say, you wanted to send to that list and you want to send to everybody who came in on all 13 of the lists that you just created, that's really just a click of the mouse. You're just going to check off each one when you get ready to send an email. So if you want to send an email to all the people that came through all 10 lists, right, that's not a hard process. The harder process will be if you're trying to segment the list after the fact, because that's impossible to do. So you want to try to segment on the front end, so that when they are coming onto your list, you know how they came in and you know what question that you were trying to answer for them, right? So I hope that, Carol, if you are here and you're watching, that answers your question. So are there any questions? Okay, any questions that you might have, those of you who are here? I'm happy to try to answer any questions that you might have. So with respect to traffic, if you have been trying to do something that maybe isn't going as well as you'd like, or you have a specific product and you're trying to get traffic to it, I'm happy to take your questions about that. And other than that, I was talking about the summit method and being able to take a PLR product and actually turn it into an entire summit, and using the subjects that you have in that PLR package to design a summit. And a summit doesn't have to be a huge deal, especially online, right? You can do a summit is 10 topics and 10 speakers. So wherever you can find 10 experts, right, who will bring their tribe or their traffic with them, you are going to see the benefit. And that's really why I think it is both a PLR method and a traffic method, because you are actually talking to people that you want for them to bring their people with them. And one of the ways that you incentivize them, we talked about this last night, is that you are going to make them an affiliate for whatever you do. You are going to market their product. Hopefully you'll market it as their affiliate, but sometimes you have to remember that even if they don't want you to market their product as an affiliate, that you're getting the leads, you're going to be collecting the lead when they bring their traffic with them. So you can be satisfied when they come with their tribe and you capture their the leads of the people who are coming with them, even if you don't get to market that speaker's product as an affiliate. Okay, so that's kind of a general orientation. So far, if kind of what I've talked about based on my discussion of the summit method yesterday. If that makes sense to you, please put the number one in the question box. So other than that, what I want to do is I want to start showing you some of the places that you're going to start looking for interviewees that will bring their traffic with them. Right. So if what I've said so far makes sense to you, please put the number 1 in the question box. You understand? Thanks, Rod. I appreciate that. Okay, thanks, Earl. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my screen and I'm going to pull open a browser and I'm just going to kind of show you a few websites here that you can use. And you stop me if you have any questions. Okay, so it's one of the first places that I'm going to tell you to look is now this does have a cost associated with it, right? But it's called Amazon Unlimited. And you've probably heard me talk about it before, but I'll tell you why it's a great place to find interviewees. I talked a little bit about this yesterday. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Amazon Kindle, right? I'm going to go to the Kindle store and I'm going to type in, somebody give me a subject that you want to do a summit on. Somebody give me a subject. Anybody can give me a subject. So first person that gives me the subject, I'm going to cover that in this particular part of the call. So just type in what you want the subject to be, and we'll go and we'll find somebody. So let's say that it's green. I'll start with green smoothies. It can be anything, right? It can be a business related topic. It can be a health related topic. It can be anything, right? So let's just say I'm going to go to the Kindle store and I want to talk about green smoothies. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to go to Kindle Unlimited eligible. Kindle Unlimited eligible. Now, why do I do that? The reason I'm going to do that is simple. How many of you all see that if you have Kindle Unlimited, how much does it cost to read that person's book? Does anybody see that there? How much does it cost to read a Kindle Unlimited book? Now, it's going to cost you $10 every month to have a subscription to Kindle Unlimited, but you are going to get the opportunity to read any of these books that you can stick on your Kindle. And I'll tell you why that's important, because when you actually go and you talk to somebody about, right, yeah, $10. So if you actually go and if I'm going to contact Jessica Brooks, right, I'm going to have read her book. If I contact, who's this? Jamie Stewart, I'm going to have read her book. If I contact John Korsh and Green. So in other words, one of the best ways to get authors to be willing to come on your talk is that you will have read their book, right? I read your book. Hey, Earl, this is Charles Harper. I just read your book, Green Smoothies, 100 Green Smoothie Recipes, the healthy and tastiest green smoothies for lasting weight loss. And I'd like to do an interview with you, and I'd like you to appear on a summit with me. Do you have any information products? Would you like to appear and just talk for 15 to 30 minutes and tell people about green smoothies, and we're going to promote your book and your product at the end, right? Pretty simple. But you lead off the discussion by telling them that, hey, you know what? I read your book on Kindle Unlimited. And the other thing is that when you actually do an interview with somebody, you're going to be able to do a very good interview of them because you will have read their book. Their book is going to be free to use, right? You're gonna be able to read through these books. I mean, and a Kindle book is not going to be War and Peace. Okay, so we're not talking about. You're probably talking about maybe like 30 pages, right? How long is this one? This one is maybe 34 pages. Right, you can handle that, and so as soon as you get done with that, right, you're just gonna take this off your Kindle, and you're gonna go get another one, right? And so when you start talking to people and authors about your subject, these are gonna be the folks who want to promote themselves, right? They want publicity. They want to get notice to their book. They want people to hear about them. They have a built-in incentive to want to appear on your summit. Right now, I can do this with any subject. Right, I can do this with let's see. Well, one of the things I like to talk about is local marketing. Right, local marketing. So I'm going to go through the Kindle store, and then I'm going to go through all of the books that are Kindle Unlimited eligible. And these are the people I want to go talk to. Alex Broches, I don't know them personally. Ray Perry, Nathan Barry, right? And a lot of these people, sometimes they're not going to be willing, right? You have to be ready for the fact that they're going to you're going to probably hear no more than yes, or you might not even hear from them at all, right? They might not ever contact you. But the point of it is, you are going to get people who are going to bring their people with them, and they're going to be able to deliver good information because you are going to give them exposure to their book, right? Now, Kindle Unlimited is one site. Now, let's go to another site, and it's one that I have actually used before. It's called Help a Reporter. Right? It used to be called Help a Reporter Out, but it's called Help a Reporter. It's actually called Haro. And so what you're going to be here is you're going to have a journalist, right? You're not going to be a source. Now, I would suggest to everybody on this call that you go and you become a source on Haro anyway, right? Now, that's just parenthetically. I'm saying that. You need to be a source so that when somebody wants an expert to talk about something and you have the subject, they'll call you, right? But that's not what we're talking about on this call. Now, in this case, you're going to be a journalist. And as a journalist, what do you want? You want people who are going to be well-versed on an interview. You want people who can talk intelligently about a subject. You want people who can give your audience good content, right? Now, typically, they're going to want you to have an Alexa rating for your site of 1 million, right? So you need to be able to say, I'm going to alexa.com, and I think your site has to be rated. Your site has to be in the top 1 million, right? So you want to check and make sure that your site is ranked at least at 1 million, and then that's what you'll need to be. You need to be in order to be considered by Haro. But I'll tell you, if your site's not ranked there, it's not hard to do. Okay, so after 1 million, I mean, basically, you can get up to 1 million, guys. You can get up to 1 million. All you got to do is really just start driving all the people that you have involved with your business to one site, right? That's really all you have to do. What you're going to find is that you're going to get up to 1 million quickly, and then you're going to be able to use Help a Reporter Out as your source. Right now, I've talked about that site in the past. One of the sites I've talked about also in the past is called ProfNet. Right? ProfNet.com. And I actually like ProfNet.com in some ways because you're going to find a different kind of source. Right now, again, you are a journalist and you're going to be dealing with these people directly, and they are going to want to talk to you because you're going to, again, give them exposure. Now, here you're probably talking about people who are going to be a little more professional. They're going to be they're going to be professors. They're going to be corporate experts. They're going to be research analysts. Now, when you need somebody like that, again, don't be intimidated by going to talk to these people, please. That's not what I'm telling you this for. I'm telling you this so that when you go look for them, right, you want the kind of person who's going to bring their following and their traffic with them. That's what you care about. You don't care about who they are, or because everybody puts their pants on the same way. So that's not the point. What you want is somebody who's connected on social media and who's going to bring their traffic with them, right? Who's going to invite their people to your webinar, to your summit. Now, if you understand what I'm talking about thus far, please put the number 2 in the question box. If what I'm telling you makes sense, right? If you're getting it, right? If this is kind of resonating with you and you're sort of understanding what I'm saying, please put the number 2 in the question box. I'm talking about finding people for you to put on your summit to speak. Okay, great. Thank you, Donna. All right, thank you, Sylvia. David, appreciate. Earl, thank you. Okay, so ProfNet.com is another place. So really, you're just looking for the people that you want to appear on your summit. Now, and here's what I want to tell you is that if you have some area of expertise, you don't have to go. Everybody doesn't have to be in the make money online niche, right? You don't. Everybody does not have to do that, right? I'm going to tell you why that is right now. And for the most part, I want you to take down this site. It's called LinkShare.com. How many of you all are an affiliate at LinkShare? Right? I'm going to actually put this in the box. How many of you all are an affiliate at LinkShare? Now, why am I telling you to be an affiliate at LinkShare? Why am I telling you to join the LinkShare network? The reason I'm telling you to become an affiliate at the LinkShare network, okay, great, Earl, is because once you are an affiliate at LinkShare, that means that you can promote what? Udemy, right? And Udemy makes money all day. Right? If you are involved in affiliate marketing and you're looking for an offbeat subject, right? You have an offbeat subject that you're into, and you don't want to create your own product. Udemy has just about everything, right? Just about everything. If I wanted to promote a product, and let's say I wanted to promote it on Microsoft Outlook, I might find a hard time. I might find it hard finding that in on JVZoo and Warrior Plus. I'm not going to find a hard time on Udemy. Where I get paid 50% for every course that I sell on Udemy, plus the course. Right? When you actually sell one, the dollar amount's going to be a little higher. So you could get paid a little more when you actually get somebody to buy the course on Udemy. Right? So that's one of the reasons why you want to be and you want to have your affiliate relationship with LinkShare, and you want to be familiar with Udemy. And I'll tell you why you want to be familiar with Udemy. Now, we talked about getting traffic from a summit. Where am I going to find an author? Well, I'm just going to go inside of this course by Microsoft Outlook. And who is this? Infinite Skills. That's probably not the person I want. Okay, I don't know. Actually, let's see. This person is taught by experts. Let's see. I want to find one. I want to find one where I can talk about find somebody. Mike Doherty. Right? Mike Doherty. So I'm going to be looking for Mike Doherty. Right? Okay, so Garrett asked a great question. Okay, Garrett's saying, won't the speaker expect us to drive attendees to the summit for them, as they already know we want their followers to build our list? Isn't this a barrier to some of the authors? Yeah, but that is a risk they're either going to be willing to take, or they're not going to be willing to take. And look, you can drive traffic to a summit, right? The draw is going to be the subject matter. So you want to choose a topic of a summit that when you put it on social media, people are going to want to come, right? All of us have some kind of social media network where we can actually promote a summit. And so, yes, you are going to be expected to drive attendees to the summit. That is going to be part of your responsibility. Now, you're not going to be promising them they're going to be 100 people there unless you're really going to bring them. But the bigger your summit, the more the other authors are going to bring their people. That's why you want to have multiple authors and you want to have multiple people, because some of the authors are going to bring people with them, others are not. But the more that you have, the more likely you're going to have people to bring their following with them. And those other authors are going to benefit from the followings of the other people. Right? So yes, they're going to want you to drive traffic, but you are going to drive traffic. Right? And some of that traffic is going to come from the other authors. That's a great question. And so that is my answer. And so when I did this before, and I think I might have even shared this before. This was a couple of years. This is a little while ago. And I have to try to see if I can find this. Let's see. Consulting, is that what it is? Okay, no, that's not the one that I I can't remember. I can't remember the cannot remember the closing. Maybe that's what it was. Closing. Okay, so when I did this in 2012, right? Um, I had it was an offline summit, right? So I got a bunch of people, right? And so all these dudes, right? This was back in 2012, before interviewing was hot, right? And these dudes brought people with them, right? And they spoke because they were looking for exposure for their products, and I definitely marketed their products. In some cases, I was their affiliate. In other cases, I was not. But what you're doing is you're going to be collecting the leads. Now, I didn't do a great job of collecting leads. I was still a little green at that point, but I collected enough leads from the product sales to make this more than worth it. And this is something that anybody can do, right? Yeah, I did this stuff, and I barely knew what I was doing. Okay, so again, I know that this is something that will work for you. And even if, let's say, that you only have 10 people to come to your summit, well, if you have 10 people to come to your summit and you collect those leads, and it probably didn't cost you anything. Well, it probably only costs you your time. If you send people through some Facebook ads to the summit, probably cost you whatever it costs you to send them with Facebook ads. Right, so it's not going to cost you anything, and you're going to get leads out of it, and you're probably going to make money as an affiliate from the products you sell, as well as the affiliate products that you sell of the speakers. Right? Okay, so Udemy. So you're going to be able to find some outstanding authors and people who have a vested interest in wanting you to help them to promote their product. Right? So if you sort of get where I'm coming from, I want you to put the number 3 in the question box. So you understand why it's important to have authors from Udemy, right? Product creators, right? If you get that, right? So far. So again, what you're doing is you're leveraging, right? You're leveraging. You're giving them exposure, and what you're doing is you are also leveraging their traffic for your list, right? And the reason then um, you want to have your affiliate link on Udemy is because, look, if let's say that what I'm trying to market is going to be, I don't know, um, let's say that it's going to be photography, right? Cameras. And let's say that I go and I get this one person, right? Let's say that this is the person that comes to speak. Well, what else do I have here on Udemy? How many courses do I have here that I could market to these people, to this list? Right? Does everybody see that there? Right? So I've got a ton of courses I can market to the same people, and I really only need a couple of sales to make this worth it. Right? The price margin is going to be higher, and I don't really need a lot of sales for this to be worth it for me. Right? So basically what you're getting is you're getting not only the opportunity to market based on the following of these folks, but you're also getting the opportunity to sell them more courses on Udemy. Right? And that's why I say that if you are going to be an affiliate, you should be an affiliate here at LinkShare, right? At LinkShare. Okay, now I've got one more site that I do want to show you here tonight before we take off here. And let me see if I can find it. Especially if you are in the business niche. And I'm going to give you a link here to become part of I'm going to give you a link to become part of the Rev Response network. Right now, here's another affiliate network for you to become a part of. Now, that's my referral link, obviously. But I think that the only way you can actually become a part of Rev Response is for you to be able, you to have to come through somebody. Now, here's why I'm going to tell you you want to do Rev Response. Let me show you this. Now, with Rev Response, I want you to take a look at this. Right now, let's say that I want the topic area to be marketing. Right, so I only want to market marketing offers. Okay, so now does everybody see how much do I get paid for every lead I refer for this offer? Right? How much do I get? Does everybody see that there? How much do I get paid for referring a lead to this offer? Is there anybody? Okay, $7.50 exactly. So what I'm doing here is that if you already have people coming to your summit, what you're going to be doing is these offers are now, how much does it cost the customer to get these offers? Does anybody know? How much does it cost your customer, your prospects? How much does it cost them to get this offer? Does anybody know that and know the answer to that? Okay, everything on Rev Response is going to be free to your customer. But what you have here, in effect, is like a CPA offer, right? So you basically have a CPA offer here, except these are all business-related opt-ins and business-related topics. So every time somebody opts in and grabs this this offer, this what almost like a CPA offer, you are going to get paid to give them the lead. So in this particular case, you get paid $25.50 for every lead you refer. Right? So if you knew how to get somebody to opt into putting contextual marketing in context, right? Again, you are going to be able to monetize any kind of traffic using this business network, which is just like a CPA network. And whenever somebody opts into their list, they're going to pay you for the lead. Okay, so does everybody get that? Does that make sense to you? Or does everybody understand why I'm showing you Rev Response? Okay, so it's about 9:30, right? 8:33. I'm sorry. So what I'll do is I'll stop and I'll take anybody's question right now. And let me put the camera back on me. All right. So are there any questions? Any questions? All right, I'm going to look off to the side there. Any questions? All right, so that's kind of the continuation of what I did Tuesday for my Tuesday call. And the idea is that you want to have this way of bringing traffic organically and people who actually want to have a question answered. You're going to be able to answer that. All right, so any questions? Okay, everybody. Well, I think I'm officially kind of back in my kind of back from the conference. trying to get my trying to get caught up here. And so with that, thank you very much for being here. I definitely appreciate you. I will probably do a Q&A call on the weekend. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to. And I'm going to be trying to get caught up between now and then. Yeah. Thank you, Sylvia. So with that, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.